All right, we're doing number 1. Here's our percent proportion. So it says of 78. So 78 goes on the bottom where the word of is. It says is 24. So 24 goes on the top. And then we don't know the percent, but percents always go over 100. This is our proportion right here. So we're going to cross multiply. So 78 times x is 78x. 100 times 24 is 2400. So what do we divide by, guys? What do we divide by? We always divide by the number attached to the variable, which means we're going to divide both sides by 78. And if we round to the nearest tenths, our answer is 30.8. Okie dokie. So good job, those of you that figured it out. Nice, nice, nice. Are any questions on that one? All right, let's look at number 2. It says, what is the constant of proportionality according to this graph? So here we have some dots. So what is the coordinate of this? Ooh, it's hard to read, isn't it? So we have pounds on the bottom and hours up here. So this dot, this line goes through coordinates 0, 0. It goes through coordinates 2, 2. It goes through coordinates 4, 4. All right, so the question is the constant of proportionality. Who remembers how to find the constant of proportionality when you're given coordinates like this? Do y'all remember how to find the constant of proportionality? Equals, what did we divide, remember? Yes, Kellen, very good. We find it by dividing y by x. Every time, y by x. What's 2 divided by 2? Thank you, Isabella. What's 4 divided by 4? The next one would be 8 divided by 8. So our constant of proportionality is 1. It's 1. So the equation, if our constant of proportionality is 1, remember our equation is y is equal to our constant of proportionality times x. So y equals 1x. That's the equation. And then number 4 is a 2-step equation. Everybody give that one a try, please. I want everyone to try to send me an answer. Even if you're wrong, send me an answer for number 4, please. All right, so far I have good answers. Caitlin, Karen, very good. Nevaeh, you technically had it right.
I figured. I didn't think I was fully right, though.
You're right. You're right. Good, Luke. Those are the ones that have it right. The people whose names I've said. If I didn't say your name, try again. Make sure you're dividing by -4. Good, Isabella. Nope. Good, Bella. Nice. All right, it's been a while since we solved 2-step equations. Y'all remember the steps? We want x by itself. So the first thing we're going to get rid of is -6. What's the opposite of +6? The opposite of +6. Good, Kellen. The opposite of +6 is -6 on both sides of the equal sign. Right? Y'all remember? So this one's gone. We bring down -4x equals -18 combined with -6 is -24. If you missed it, write it down. And now what do we do? What's the last step? Unmute and tell us. Be brave. Unmute and tell us what to do last.
You have to add -4, -6 by -8. Because
Well,
-6 plus.
wait, hold on. Let's look at what this says. Right here, this says -4 times x. So we're doing the opposite. What is the opposite of multiplying by -4? Yep, Kellen's showing me. Yep, we're dividing both sides by -4. Good job. And our final answer is, first of all, negative divided by negative is positive, and 24 divided by 4 is +6. That is our answer. All righty. So that was a good review. I need to have warm-ups every class. I think I need to start doing that. All right, so we have a little mini project. Okay, I'm giving you this is a 2-day assignment. Actually, do I have anything? I don't think you have anything to do on Friday either. I might be wrong. Let me look at the module real quick. Modules for this week, we have, yeah, you just have a review day. So some games, review games. So hopefully, well, so this is the last assignment you have this week. The only thing we're doing next week is you're doing your study guide. You're watching my video to check your answers. And next Wednesday is Unit 3 CBA. And that's the end of the semester, you guys. That's the end. And every assignment is due by 4 o'clock next Wednesday. That is the cutoff. Actually, it's by midnight next Wednesday. If you have assignments that have not been completed, everything is due by midnight next Wednesday. All right, so everybody pay attention to the directions for this little mini project, please. It's not difficult, but you want to make sure you do every part of it. Yes, you'll be able to use calculators. All right, those are our standards. Today we're going to do a project where you pretend to order takeout for your family. Some people just let the restaurant calculate the gratuity, which means the tip, but this is why it's important to know math. I have had this done to me. They give you a receipt, some restaurants do, and it has the tip calculated on there for you. There's been 2 different restaurants where the tip is more than it's supposed to be. Olive Garden adds more tip in my experience, and Cheddar's in Gainesville, their tip was too much. That's happened to me 2 different times. If I didn't know how to find tip on my own, I would have just said, oh, okay, they're telling me I owe $12 for 20% of my bill, which was more than it was supposed to be. All right, so you always want to double check that. Look right here. For example, y'all see what I'm talking about? Sometimes on the bottom of your receipts, when they give you your bill, they have it calculated for you. This person corrected it for them and said, I do math. So you got to be careful. Got to be very careful. No, I did not. All right, so Mr. Cantrell's giving me a hard time. So when you look at your receipt, when you get finished eating, you want to make sure you know how to correctly add the tip. So let's see what it says right here. So look at this person's menu. I know it's a little hard to read, but let's follow what it says. So this person ordered cashew chicken, Mongolia chicken, and hot tea. And so their total amount for their food was $18. Well, then it says they have to pay a tax of 8.1. So if we want to double check that tax, we're going to turn 8.1 into a decimal. So move it up 2 places. So it'd be 0.081. And we're going to multiply $18 times 0.081. And it should be $1.46. So we know that is correct. So that tax amount is correct, and we can check and make sure the math is right. It's okay. If you just joined us, I am recording so you can see what you missed. All right, so then it says, once we get our tax added, here it is right here, we're going to have to figure out what the tip amount is. So normally when you go to a restaurant, you want to pay, if you have really good service, you want to pay 20% tip Okay. If you have fair service, maybe 15%. If you have bad service, I mean, you still really should be tipping something because servers don't make minimum wage. They make less than minimum wage. Okay. So I always try to tip at least 20%. So I want to make sure I leave this person 20 or 22% of my bill. So if I want to leave a 20% tip, in order to figure out how much tip I need, what am I going to do mathematically? What do I do right now? Somebody unmute and tell me. How do I find 20% of $19.46? Thank you. Jeremy's Chromebook, I think, has died in every single Zoom class we've ever had. I think so. No? Okay. All right. What am I going to do with 20%, you guys? Someone tell me, please. What do I turn it into? Be brave. Be brave. Thank you, Rocco. He's telling me a decimal. I'm going to turn 20% into a decimal, so which would be 0.20. So everybody tell me how much tip I need to leave. Everybody tell me what is 20% of $19.46. Chat it to me. Make sure you round to the nearest penny. Nope, we have to multiply. Good, Karen. Well, not exactly, but very close. Good, Isabella. I want all of you to send me an answer. There's 19 of you. I should be getting 19 answers. Good, Katie. You're so close, so close. Good, Sophia. Good, Karen. Just drop the 2 and you're exactly right. Try again. Try again. We're multiplying, everybody. There you go, Bella. Good job. Good job. There you go, Katie. You got it. You got it. Good, Eileen. Good, James. Yep. Good, Evan. Good, Karen. It's okay. Make sure your decimal's in the right spot. Good, Kellen. No, we're rounded to the nearest penny. Good, Evan. All right. So once you multiply this, guys, you get $3.892. Which one of these numbers is in the penny spot? Right, the 9. So we don't write money with 3 numbers behind the decimal. We write numbers where there's 2 numbers behind the decimal. So you have to look at the number in the thousands place. If this is 0 through 4, which it is, our 9 stays a 9. If it's 5 or above, we would change this up to 90 cents. Guys, it's so important that you round to the nearest penny correctly. So if we left 20% of our total bill, we would leave $3.89. And then our final amount we would put on our credit card would be, I don't know, 23. No, is that right? Yeah, 23.35. Okie dokie. And then we would sign it, and that's it. Do you understand? So how do you find 20% of a number? What would you multiply to find the tip if you're leaving 20%? What are you going to multiply by? 0.2, 0.20, exactly right. This is very important because you guys are going to be going out to eat by yourselves without your parents in the next couple of years. All right, so what is our mini project? This is it. This is exactly what you need to do. We're dining out with DoorDash mini project. You're going to look up a menu for a restaurant you and your family enjoy online. So you're going to include a picture or a copy of this menu in your work. So you guys know about the snipping tool. You can use the snipping tool and take a picture of any image you find online. Okay. You're going to pretend that you and your family are going to order food from this restaurant to be delivered via DoorDash. So even if it's McDonald's, you're going to have to figure out what the tip has to be. What is each person going to order? Decide what each person in your family would like. You must have 4 or more orders. So even if there's 3 of you in your house, you're going to make up a little brother, a little sister, and you're going to order something for them. Okay. So you're going to make a list of who wants what. For example, mom ordered a soda, cheeseburger, fries. Sister ordered a taco and chips, etc. Okay. So you're going to create a sales ticket like the one here. So let me come back to this. All right, I'll just show you my example. All right, so this is my example of my family's takeout order. All right, so we went to McDonald's and we love the dollar menu because we're so cheap. So all of these items are $1. All of these items are $2. All of these items are $3. This was a couple of years ago. They don't have the dollar menu anymore, but that's the picture I used anyway. All right, so I listed each person in my family and what we each wanted. So Mr. Richardson ordered a triple cheeseburger for $3, large fries for $2, and a Coke for $1. Miss Richardson ordered a cheeseburger for $1, small fries for $1, and sweet tea for $1. Amanda, my daughter, ordered a breakfast burrito, how much it was, and a small McCafe mocha for $2. And my son ordered a Happy Meal for $3 with chocolate milk and apples. So you list every. And if you have 8 people in your family, just do 4. Don't make it more work for yourself. You have just do 4 people if you prefer to. All right. Once you put what everyone wants, you got to put the person's name and what they ordered and how much each item was. Then you're going to create a sales ticket. Okay. So here's everything we ordered. We ordered a triple cheeseburger, large fries, so on and so forth. All right. So I listed everything on there with the price. So then you're going to include the total amount of money before tax. Then you're going to tell me the tax amount. Then you're going to add the total amount to the tax for your subtotal. The next thing you have to do is figure out how much tip you are giving the driver. So even if it's a fast food restaurant, you still have to leave a tip. Because in the past, I've had kids say, I went to Wendy's. We don't leave tips at Wendy's. Well, you do if DoorDash delivers it. And then you're finally going to give the grand total. You have to tell me what % you're leaving. Okay. Then you have to answer this question. Why is it important to consider sales tax and tip amounts when dining out? Okie dokie. All right. So if you look at, wait, let me go back to our, okay, let me share. I'm going to stop sharing this for a second. And I'm going to share today's Canvas page. All right, so before you submit this to me, I have made you basically like a checklist. So can everybody see this? It's underneath the slide deck on today's Canvas page. So how am I going to calculate your grade? Well, if you have a picture of the menu, you get 3 points for that. If you have listed all 4 people in your families and your orders, including the price of each item, you get 8 points for just doing that part. If you create that sales ticket, which has all the food items and the price on it and their prices, you get $4. I mean, not $4. I don't have any money to send you. I'll give you 4 points. Then I am going to recalculate your subtotal with my calculator, make sure that we agree that we have the same amounts for our subtotal. You are going to type you're going to figure out our local sales tax. If you don't know what it is, just use 7% for sales tax. Okay. You have to make sure you tell me what the sales tax is. You have to give me a %. So if you don't know what it is, I assume we all live in Hall County. I think it's 7%. So we'll just go with 7%. Then you're going to type a tip percentage. The least you can leave is 10%. You're either going to do 10%, 15%, or 20%. So you have to tell me the percentage and how much that tip is. You're going to, if you correctly calculated the total cost, you get 5 points, and you have to answer the very last question from the slide deck. And that gives you 2 points. And that's a total of 37 points. Do you understand? So before you submit your assignment, come to this part of today's assignment section and make sure you have actually done all of these things. If you want full credit, you have to follow all of these things. Make sure you have all of those different things listed. So do you have any questions? Anybody? No? Okay. All right, so technically we have 12 minutes, so you are welcome to get started on it. And if you have questions, I'll be sitting right here to answer your questions. You can work on anything else. If you have any questions, I will sit on here till 11:30 to help whoever has any questions on any assignment, including this one. If you don't have any questions, you're free to go. But you're more than welcome to hang out with me and let me help you on anything you need help on. So if you're going, have a wonderful day.
Have a nice day.
Thank you, sweetie. You too. So if you're staying with me, that's great. I'll hang out with you. If not, then adios, amigos. Or Evan. Hi, Evan. You're having technical difficulties, I can see.